Hi, Ben was asking us for a story about a simple act of down-to-earth love. So I had an enjoyable time in a grocery store one day. I was walking down the aisle and a woman was coming toward me, and I glanced down at her feet and her shoelaces were untied. Now, this is an adult woman, maybe in her 30s, 20s or 30s, and she's walking with these long shoelaces, and I'm going, she's got to know that her shoelaces are untied. And as I passed her, I smiled, and she smiled back, and as I took a few more steps, I realized she had Down syndrome. So I thought about this a little more as I walked further down the aisle, and I turned the corner and I started back down the next aisle, and she turned the corner and she was coming down the next aisle as well. And as I approached her, I said, "Hi, would you like your shoelaces tied?" And she broke out in this big, big smile and she said, "Yes, could you tie my shoelaces?" And so I knelt down and tied her shoelaces. And as she stood up, she thanked me and she said, "You know, those shoelaces are really hard to tie." Now, I've often tied shoelaces for the children, figuring that the moms were busy, the kids had a little trouble, and the moms have always been happy. But this was the first time I tied the shoelaces of an adult. And as we crisscrossed through the rest of the store, it was so much fun to see her and have her smile and to see that the shoelaces stayed tied. So that is my story of a simple act of literally down-to-earth love.